legalization of marijuana has been a hot button topic for many years now. When Colorado and Washington legalized it in November of 2012, it set the stage for a federal versus state showdown that has only strengthened over the years, with more and more states jumping on the bandwagon and allowing either for medical or recreational use. We will look at what started this whole situation, the fact that most Americans already accept it for its medical reasons, and you will learn about a friend of our family that has to drive to another time zone just to find relief for this debilitating nerve pain. First, we have to understand how we got to this point. For centuries, this plant and its parts were used for various forms, but the government outlawed it in 1937. However, the use of the plant never truly went away. It just went underground and became viewed as only something that social outcasts took part in. Society believed that a person who got high obviously did not care about the law and should never be taken seriously, even if it had medical benefits. Then as the decades passed, society as a whole started to lose its tight grip on social norms. Celebrities started to talk openly about it. Tommy Chong, who was already known for being a pothead, therefore ignored and not taken seriously by society, has long touted the medical benefits that have helped him recover from his bout with cancer, while most of society ignored him and what he had to say. When Whoppie Goldberg openly talked about her use for glaucoma, society took her a little more serious, and by the time Lady Gaga spoke out about her use from recovery during a leg injury, most of society had already accepted its use and that there are some true medical benefits. When the question, should marijuana be legalized, was first asked at a Gallup poll in 1969, only 12% of Americans agreed. By the late 1970s, support had increased to about 25%. In 2000, it jumped to 30%, and in 2009, it rose again to 40%, and acceptance continues to rise. In fact, in January, Newsweek reported that 12 more states will either have some form of cannabis use on their 2018 ballots. Here in The Good Life, a Lincoln Journal Star entry survey found out that 3 out of 4 Nebraskans favor legalizing cannabis for medical use. However, the state government refuses to take up the debate. Those in more conservative areas stick by the older social norms, and the newer generations that have grown up with it being more accepted and a more mainstream idea tend to not see eye to eye. Others point to a bigger elephant in the room. It is still an illegal offense on the federal level. Even on the state of Colorado's own website, it points out it's still classified as a controlled substance. A person charged with possession can lose their student aid, federal job contracts, and housing, even if it's considered legal in the state. Not all parts of the federal government have the same point of view. The FDA recognized that caregivers and patients are looking for treatment options. Their own website shows that ongoing research going into medical marijuana to treat a number of medical conditions, including glaucoma, AIDS, wasting syndrome, neuropathic pain, cancer, multiple sclerosis, chemotherapy-induced nausea, and certain seizure disorders. While the states say yes and the federal government refuses to budge, it leaves people like our family friend stuck between a rock and a hard place. She went into a routine surgery 10 years ago and came out in a wheelchair with debilitating nerve pain. For years, she has had to take super expensive and not effective painkillers, hoping for some relief that never truly works. There are days when the weather is bad and changes that she couldn't even get out of bed. However, relief has been found in cannabis oil that's found in Colorado. She will drive there on a good day and hang out for the weekend and come back feeling like a whole new person. The oils have brought some pain relief. The oils have brought more pain relief at a fraction of the cost than any other painkillers that the doctors have ever tried. On average, she saves herself about $1,000 a year just by taking a short weekend trip to Colorado. She is taking even better care of herself now, and she can move with a dull pain instead of just a blinding pain. Every time she gets in the car, however, she knows that this could be the time that she gets pulled over. She could get searched and she could lose everything. Even though Nebraska has lessened the first offense penalty, it is still a very real risk that she takes, all because of some old concept clashing with medical studies and a refusal to listen to success stories in support of legalization of medical marijuana. Our friend has to choose every time she goes between procuring what works and what allows her to have a semi-normal life, or going back to spending thousands of dollars on pills that don't even work, and living a life that confines her to not only her wheelchair but also to her apartment. So as you can see, there are clear medical benefits and cost savings, celebrities and everyday people speaking out about their success. The majority of the U.S. population favors it with legalization, and with the FDA slowly catching on, it is about time that the federal government clear the path and legalize. They need to help thousands of Americans find the relief that they're looking for.